anybody with an internet connection has a chance. That makes you catching 10x, 50x, 100x, much more. All of the utility stuff is a complete farce. Ultimately, when you're buying coins, you're buying people.
What will be your advice to somebody who has zero knowledge about crypto and want to enter this space, where they should start?
First of all, understand where we are, or at least form an opinion where we are in terms of like the macroeconomy. Then understand where we are in the Bitcoin cycle. Then understand which altcoin categories have been performing well this cycle so far. So since 2022, since 2023, what has done well? You will understand that what has done well so far is meme coins. Then you need to come to sort of at least a loose opinion about how long we have more to go. I think this cycle is going to last until the end of the year, maybe late 2025, early 2026. Let's assume I'm right. Let's assume you have a similar opinion. You return your attention to meme coins. You're like, okay, what do I buy? There's 6 million created already, and there's another 75,000 being created per day. Again, you come back to this idea, which is risk versus reward, or upside versus downside, right? In the last year, we've seen so many meme coins, even many that were big, come and go. And things that were popular in April, March, they've been bleeding down only. So you have to ask yourself, how do I pick a coin which is not going to follow that same fate? Because, here's the thing. It's easy to capture attention for a week, but the real winners, if you want to be a part of something that goes to 100 billion, 200 billion, 300 billion, it's easy to generate attention for a week, but can you maintain attention for a year, 2 years? And very few coins can do that. And this is again why I return to cults, right? So essentially my thesis is, if you come into meme coins, you have two choices. You can either gamble or like fast-paced trade, rotate, or you can invest in cults. And my whole thesis is like you have much better expected value and much higher chance of making it if you invest in cults. And then your choice is, okay, what are cults? You're going to make a list of like 15 maybe coins that classifies cults. And then within those 15, you need to make a choice about what you can support. Study the on-chain metrics, study the rates of growth, study what and how much people are posting on Twitter, on TikTok, on Reddit, online, etc. And then make your decision. But I think that's where you start. Ultimately, at the risk of sounding a little bit too aggressive, I think people will realize that certain coins just have this special spark that is much stronger than others. Specifically, I would say, personally, as many other people know, I'm very bullish on SPX 6900, and that's on Ethereum, and I'm very bullish on Giga, that's on Solana. So far, from my research, both quantitative and qualitative, I think these are the two strongest cults. This is the strongest cult on Ethereum, and this is the strongest cult on Solana, respectively. I think they're going to be big leaders in 2025.
How early are we to start, or people who are just coming into the meme coin space, are they still early at this point?
The meme coin space right now is about 100 billion. Obviously, 60 billion of that is Doge. And I think another 12 billion of that is SHIB. So if you ignore like the old cycle coins and focus on the cycle coins, you're looking at 30, 40 billion. I think the meme coin space as a whole will reach 1 trillion, whether it's this cycle, next cycle, doesn't matter, but I think it's going to 1 trillion. I believe we still have a long way ahead of us. And I think the strongest cults still have 100x plus ahead of them as well.
And Murad, can crypto bring more freedom?
Of course. I mean, that's the whole purpose. BTC has made storing wealth freer than ever before. And stablecoins have made payments freer than ever before as well. And I think their market caps, their volumes, their liquidity, their usage is going to continue increasing nonstop over the next 20 years. And overall wealth creation, social mobility, and just decentralized opportunities are wider than they've ever been. And I think right now, it can definitely bring freedom because anybody with an internet connection has a chance. And that's not something that was possible even 20, 30 years ago.
People didn't take meme coins seriously, and now even the president of the United States launched his own meme coin. What do you think about Trump, and how does it impact the meme coin space?
Yeah, I think it's very bullish because A, it legitimized the space. B, just on that one day alone, we saw 1 million new people sign up on Moonshot, which effectively brings them on chain, and 3 million people overall in the last week that have effectively joined their brand new wallets, brand new addresses. In the first days of the presidency, Trump has already signed a lot of pro-business and pro-crypto laws. So ultimately, I think him creating a meme coin is just very bullish for the space, and effectively it's a stamp of approval, and it acts to legitimize the space further. A lot of people that were skeptical about the space in the past now are going to be less skeptical because effectively the number one celebrity in the world is creating their own meme coin, so a lot of other people will follow as well. Generally, we'll see more meme coins overall, but I think the overall size of the overall pie will keep increasing as well. So in my mind, it's bullish.
You have nailed it, how to explain crypto to other people. So for somebody who wants to onboard their family or onboard, somebody who has zero experience on this space, what would be the best way for them to showcase the value of crypto at this point, and how they can share what is a meme coin in a meeting or in a casual conversation?
Get a wallet, load it up with some USDC, load it up with some Solana, buy and sell a few coins, and ultimately you need to understand that meme coins are, like I've already said, tokenized communities. So you need to see which ones do you resonate with? Which ones do you see yourself being a part of for multiple years, right? Which ones kind of align with your values, right? And all of this is very easily done now just using your phone. So get a wallet, play around with it, invest in a few coins, and ultimately research the coins to see which ones align with you.
Last question I have is that I'm very curious why you came up with all this information that was always there, but nobody wanted to talk about. What gives you the strength to come and to speak very freely about something that nobody wanted to talk about before?
I've been in the space since 2013, so I've seen these cycles come and go, and I've seen how the narratives evolve, how altcoins evolve, and crypto has actually started with these cypherpunk values, with these libertarian values. And that's how it was in 2015, 2016, 2017, during the ICO era. But for a variety of reasons, the space has become such that a lot of deals, a lot of fundraising, a lot of the processes have gotten very centralized. And correspondingly, the ownership of coins has gotten very centralized, which I think goes against the nature of the entire space. I mean, the team owning 85% of a coin, I think, is overkill, and that goes against the ethos of BTC, Ethereum, everything. And essentially, meme coins are bringing some of that purity back. They're bringing some of that decentralization back. So that's why I resonated with them almost immediately.
When we think about meme coins, we need to think about meme coins that could become a brand. So how can that be possible in the future? It is because of the community, or it's because people are thinking how they can put this somewhere else, or how they can utilize this brand in different places?
Yeah, so I think different meme coins will evolve in different ways, and that's what we'll see in the next 2 or 3 years, at least the ones that end up becoming huge and multi-cycle. I think some will become brands. I think some will become investment DAOs. I think others will turn into companies. I think others will become some sort of movements or cults on another scale. These mission coins, etc. So I think there's no one way to skin a cat, so to speak, and they will evolve in a variety of ways. Essentially, I'm interested to see what different ones will do to kind of take it to the next level.
Yeah, and also we saw that AI coins were coming and were becoming a trend. However, we still have the meme coins. So do you think AI can take the space that meme coins were having before?
All of the AI coins are meme coins as well. They're, again, just meme coins with a techie flavor, right? So at the end of the day, what matters is the people. What matters is the holders. What matters is like how much are they diamond handing, how much they are supporting, how much they're hustling, like how much are whales retaining. And this is, at the end of the day, it's supply and demand of tokens. The token is the product. And the people are the product. So ultimately, when you're buying coins, you're buying people. You're buying the community. You're buying the holders, right? You're investing in the holders. And at the end of the day, the logic is the same for whether it's a meme coin or a tech coin or AI coin, doesn't matter. It's the people. And so what you're really studying is who the people are.
Amazing. Thank you, Murad. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. Remember to share this with your friends because everybody deserves to know more about Web3, AI, cryptocurrency, and blockchain. I'm Cristina Nájera. See you next time.